Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Workers and Resources. Hope you're having a great day. We're going to do a couple of things today that's going to start us on the path to glory for the final industry, and that is airplanes. We're going to make our own planes. Specifically, I think we're going to be making planes about this size, and we're going to try to, build them ourselves instead of buying them, okay? I've got, I think, 4 airplanes running here. 3. I got 3. And I'd like to get more and get that whole thing running so we can get even more flourishing, more vibrant tourism industry here. Yeah. Now, before we get started, I have to point it out because enough people commented on it. I get it. I totally missed it. But yeah, this bridge here had a post that was in the middle of the road. So I went ahead and redid it. And it's not in the middle of the road anymore. It does mean that they aren't consistent, though. Something's going on with this that's making it... Like, I've tried to get this to be exactly the same, and it won't do it without putting that post right there. It's very weird. So I'm just going to leave it like this. They're a little bit staggered here and here, but it all works out, and at least it's not through the road anymore, okay? So I fixed that. Let's let it run. So today, I'm expanding a couple of different... roadways. I'm making a new road here that comes out from this, gravel and coal area and all that stuff, and it kind of comes over and wraps around for the farms. So there's just an extra road to go out that way. I'm also upgrading a lot of these roads. This whole road right here has all been upgraded to be a trolley road. Okay, so it's ready for trolleys. All the way over here, and then they're still working on this. They just finished this bridge segment, looks like. And these bridge segments are it looks like they're very close to done, but the thing is like upgrading a road, it always starts you with like this much progress completed. Upgrading roads, they take a lot less time than making new ones, of course, because you don't need all the resources. But the main issue is that they still shut down the road. So like for a while, this whole road was just inaccessible. And a lot of the trucks that are using it for like going and getting fuel and all that stuff, they had to go somewhere else. So yeah. Okay, so I've got this little neighborhood. We did this in Krofkalash. Looks a little bit different. There's not a whole lot of people living over here yet, so we're gonna wanna move people over here. We can do that by just picking a house. I like to pick houses that don't have a whole lot of employment. People that are maybe like, hey, we don't have a job. And I can just sort of move them over and hope they get a job over here somewhere, Whatever. And then they'll expand out, whatever. We've got 6,700 adults that are living with their parents. Hopefully they move, Let's get them going. So the first step with planes, basically, we're going to be building planes right over here in this area. This big wide open space right here, this is where plane manufacturing is going to take place. And we're going to work... partially. At the moment, we're going to work backwards, but then we're going to go and find the core resource that we're going to need, because we have to hook up the final resource that we have not started to get yet, and that's bauxite, to make aluminum, right? Ultimately making aluminum. You've maybe seen aluminum in some of these storages, and you're like, we don't have that yet, and we don't. What is going on with this? Oh, right, we're not doing cargo planes yet. I might do that. I might do some cargo planes too, and fly them over to Banigi over there. We'll definitely have an airport over there too, just to access it. All right, so to make planes, let's go to engineering industry. Airline production line. This is like a very expensive process, and we're gonna need two storages for aluminum and steel. And then we're going to need at least 2 warehouses and a very similar layout that we have for the ship construction. So this is a very big building, and it produces a ridiculous amount of pollution of almost 57 tons per year. It also takes 800 workers. So it's very expensive. There's a lot of stuff that has to go right here for this. And we're going to build it here with the road facing this way. And that way, the backside of this, we can put in the parking for the planes, because you have to have a place to park them. And then the planes are going to take taxiways. They're going to get on the runway and stuff and be able to use the existing taxiway network to get over here, or just take off and be exported. So whatever. So working backwards, we're going to want to say maybe we go about, let's say, here with it. I think this gives us enough room. We don't need to crowd it, so I'm thinking probably about here. We lay it in right there, okay? Now that'll get connected to the helicopter construction network, and they can get on this because this thing is a lot, all right? There's a lot of work days in this, like 35,000 work days or something in this, so it's going to be a while before we actually have this building online. Of course, I could just pay for it. It's $7.5 million. I absolutely could do that. I'm not going to, though. I'm going to let them... Like, if it gets to the point where it's like, okay, everything else is ready, we just need this building done, then I'll go ahead and buy it. But until then, I might as well let them use resources on it. So we need a couple of things here. We're going to need storage space for aluminum and steel. And the best way to bring that over is probably going to be trucks. Since it's all right here, we could truck that in. We could also do it with a train. There's the rail here and everything. But I think I'm probably just going to do it with trucks. We do have a road that's already built in right here. And we could have this road continue on that way. We could also cross the road here. There's solutions to this, okay? I'm also thinking about parking lots and how close I can get to residential areas. Specifically, this giant parking area we have here, a lot of these guys might be able to work here if I connect that road straight over here to parking lots. So I might have some parking like right in this area to let them walk in here. We'll see. First, though, to get all these resources, we're going to need 2 road cargo stations. And, hold on, construction trains waiting for each other again. Now, why in the world would you be waiting for that? Give me 1 second. So this is orange. It's counted as an intersection for some reason. And it really should not be orange at all. So it's only orange because of this. This is up here. Yeah, this is the reason why. So if I go, looks like this. If I go like that, that should make this change colors. It's blue now. So this guy is allowed to go. He'll just go now. Okay. Back to planes. So over here, we need 2 road cargo stations, right? And we also need plane parking. So let's take care of the plane parking first, since it's going to take up a lot of space. I'm going to use honestly, I don't really think we need to use the 3x parking space. Like, you can do it, right? It highlights green right there, but we're going to be building big planes, and I think just 2 bigger ones is probably better than the 3 smaller ones. We could, of course, hook up a lot more, but we're not going to be making that many planes, and if we are, we're going to be exporting them, so it doesn't really matter. So we're going to go over as far as we can, and we're going to pop this in right about like so. Right there. And then also right next to that, we're going to put it right about like so. Thank you, autosave. And then if we can do one more, great. Okay, we can. Well, we can almost, yeah. I don't know if it's going to line up perfectly, like, you know, real clean, but we can do 3. So we'll do 3. Fine. So these are attached to the airport, so airplane assembly. So when we build a plane, it will end up on one of these pads, right? Just like all these are. And then we hook these up to the taxiway stuff. So we could say the taxiway goes out probably just this far is fine. I'm not sure if I really need it to be... Yeah, I don't think we need it to be anything special. And then we can also extend it this way. Airports do this all the time, right? They have these slanted roads and everything. So I think I like that. And then we'll have this one come out and then over. That's fine. And this one can come out. And we'll have to flatten the train a little bit. And then over. And, you know, I think maybe just a little bit back. There we go. And over like that. It's like a little trident, you know? A pitchfork. Pitchforks of progress. Yeah. Okay, we'll go ahead and have that marked. So we've got places for the planes to park. We got the taxiway stuff, and we've got the big airplane production building, okay? So let's get the supplies figured out. Storage-wise, we've got a lot of different factory connections. We need to consider where we're bringing the stuff in at, and also, like, you know, how. So for this, I'm going to have one of these be right next to this plane parking like this. The second one is going to be over here. I want to connect it. Well, question really becomes whether or not we're going to be hooking it up to, maybe we'll hook it up over here instead. The steel and stuff. I figured out how to do that. And then for the larger stuff like aluminum and steel, I probably want to access this rail. It's not really that busy, and there's a lot of space here, so we could access the rail too. So for open storages, maybe we just do that. We could put one open storage facing, I guess it'd have to be this way, right? And then how is it going to hook to the road cargo station? Potentially, we could just do the road cargo station first over here. Maybe we do it something like, well, do we really need it to be a road cargo station? Because if it's, I don't think we do. Because, well, if I want people to be able to bring things in on the road, then I guess I have to have that, right? Let's do this part first. I know I'm scatterbrained and stuff, I'm sorry, but I have to figure out how I want both of these things to work together and to have it be nice and clean, and there's just some extra things to consider that I didn't consider before. I think we're gonna go ahead and go like this with it. Maybe we'll even put it on this side. I don't want to waste that, but I think there's no reason to use it. So we could go in about like this, as long as I have access to that road. I need that road to go out. So assuming I have this road able to be connected, assuming that road will bend. Oh yeah, easy. Okay, and then this road will go down too. So what we'll do is we'll have this road start. It'll go all the way over this way. I think probably we'll have this teeter off because we can. And then we're going to put in from there a airport road connection. I don't know if we're going to need it, but I'm going to put it in there anyway, because you never know. And then the taxiway will connect to there, okay? Okay, so for this road is going to come all the way over across here. I'm thinking about parking lots too and how I'm going to space this stuff out to allow for parking. Parking alongside the rail seems like a decent idea. And then if I don't go quite this close, I can probably get parking lots. And then I should probably go streets after a certain point. Like, if we go, let's say this far. Let's just do the whole thing as streets, because there might be parking lots here. So we'll take the ones with the street lights, go all the way this way. And then we're going to want to wrap this in front of the building over here, and then come straight this way. And I don't know exactly how far we want to go because storages, right? So let's just hold off on that for now. We'll leave it as a plan. And then we're going to go back to open storage. So we've got these two. Now we just need the road cargo station. So we'll put the road cargo station right there, and then it will connect to these two warehouses. Then open storages. Now these things are a little bit weird because I kind of have like a place for the road is only on one side, and then there's two connections on the other. I think to really do this properly, I want to have road connection. I want to have rail connection. I want to have both of those things. I was thinking about using one of the cargo, one of these, but because of the way it's like shaped, I don't know if that's the best fit for this. Like if I did that, I guess I could still connect to two different locations here. Maybe that will still work. And this does work for steel and stuff, so I guess it does still work. So why don't we have this go probably about here. Let's try it around this area and see if I can make it work. We're probably going to have to move it, but it's just something to play around with. So open storage, we want a lot of this stuff. Ideally, I want it to connect to both there and here at the same time. So we got one connection there, and I want to hope to get it, like I got to go back here a little bit. And I'm going to hope to get it to connect to that. It just does not want to do it. It's because of that rail. I might need to put it like right up against it. Just because I'm curious. What does this do? Can I do this and get away with it? I guess that submits the plans, doesn't it? Can I do this? Yes. And yes. Perfect. That's what I want. All right, so that hooks that up to the road. I get the delivery plus instant delivery in there. And then the next thing to do is to go on this side. We're going to flip this around, and we're going to connect it like this. Yep. Just like this. Now, of course, we don't have any rail access direct here, but it's rail access because of this cargo yard, right? So what we end up with is also a road we can take around, which kind of don't really want to wrap this road around. So I think what I'm going to do is just have it turn real sharp like this. I hate how it's just has to be this big wide round thing, but all right. We want the rail lines to come out this way and this way, and probably also as a through line. So I think we'll probably bring it around this way too. Yeah, probably. Parking lots all the way through here, and possibly into here, but I doubt it. So that means that the road can now come straight through this direction, wrap around, go this way. That hooks that up to the road network. This can then come straight through like that, and then over like this, and then down. I don't even know if I want to do that. This is going to be a T-junction, actually. Yeah, why don't we just bring this straight through? Ooh, I can't. You won't let me, you dirty rascal. Okay, tell you what. Try this. We'll do the road first. I kind of wanted it to run perpendicular to that. Or parallel to that. And then, because then I can place parking lots in like this. I think I can fit 3 in here. 1. Nah, it looks like it's going to be a 2. So 2, and then 2 more. And then they all are close enough to walk into the building, right? So we'll plan on parking lots being through here. With the rail then, I guess we could come down steeper and then curve over. There's not a lot of space here, but I can make it work. If I connect like that. Yeah, like that. And then also just, I think maybe we don't curve this. We just let it go directly into the rail. So we just kind of like this. Yeah, that's fine. It's not going to be too long. It'll block this road with how long it is. It'll block the road, but it's not going to block this. So we'll go ahead and pop that. And now all of this is considered the same zone. We want to separate that for the purposes of building the track. So we're going to take and go like this really quick. Almost. And like this. So that'll separate these for the purposes of building the track anyway. And then these are already only going one direction, so I can make these two-way signals. I really don't need this to be a two-way signal, though, to be honest. Let's make this a chain. Yeah. I think I need these to be two-way signals, but there's still no way for the train construction to get in here. Unless I go in from the other side, which I could do. So maybe we'll take this side, right? And we bring it over. Let's dart this direction. Actually, wait. Before we do that, we are going to also be making aluminum over here. So I think like aluminum supply, we could make it direct. Then we wouldn't have to cart it in. Because aluminum, we're going to want extra people. Let's let them build this, and then we'll talk about it later. Because this is a long time until this is built, right? But we do have to connect it in order for this to actually function. So I'm going to go about like that. And then we're just going to cancel this road real quick. Like that. And then connect it straight like... I guess it's a little curvy still, huh? So we'll bring this straight out like so. About like there. And then curve it. And then this will go... just a little bit further. Let's actually just go straight with it from here. All with it being the sidewalks. the streets like this. Okay, that gives me room for all the parking lots and things that I want here. So again, long time until this is constructed. We'll wait on that for the purposes of building, like making aluminum and stuff, because there's still some stuff I want to do, and all over here is where we're going to kind of primary that. Again, I don't know about getting people there. We'll see. Hello, construction train, who is confused? Why exactly are you confused? Can you tell me why you're confused? Oh, it's probably because of this, and then I think the last time it checked, this was messed up, and then now that I put the signals in, it's fixed. So, okay. So, there's that. Now, you heard me say we're going to make aluminum over here, and that's because really it's a decision because I want to try something different. There's a building I haven't ever used because I haven't really felt a need to use it. I know it's not that significant, but this dry bulk storage stuff, like storing extra cement, storing extra aluminum oxide, etc., we're going to utilize these with this aluminum industry. And so what we're going to do, instead of transporting aluminum by train, which takes up a little bit more space for less, we're instead going to transport the aluminum oxide by train, bring it over here where everybody's working, where the aluminum is going to be used, and make the aluminum where the aluminum is going to be used. So we're going to let people get into this area with working, and we can also possibly get Chernobyl involved, expand that out, and get people over here too with that. But we can also, and I'm looking into doing this too, we can also just fly people in and have them directly work from flying into the airport. Now, that's something I am not quite doing yet because the terminal and stuff is way over here. However, there's really no reason why I can't have a terminal over here and just have that connected to the same runways and stuff, right? So we could have workers be coming in on this one, tourists can be coming in on this one, and then they all funnel into the workplace from the planes. I see no reason why that can't work. So I'm giving myself some options by just kind of leaving it open-ended at the moment. Okay? So on that note, I'm not really sure how long I want this rail to be and where it's going to be. I do know that the train that's going to bring aluminum oxide into here is going to be very long. So probably this entire stretch is going to be like exclusive, third rail or whatever. But the factory itself, I think, can be placed right here. And then the terminal for the planes could be right here. And we could just, we could wing it. I don't know. We'll see. We need the raw resource, though. So this is the end of the line. And then making the aluminum for the aluminum plant and stuff, right? We need chemicals for this, but that's, that's kind of, we can do that. Chemicals are already on this route anyway. We'll just have it deviate, drop some chemicals off and go. But that's what this aluminum plant's going to be in. It's a pretty big structure, and there's a lot of stuff going on in that. We're going to do this over in this big wide area. Before that, though, the end of the line is the Illumina Plant. This is what's going to create aluminum oxide. And this part and all of this stuff is going to be over here in Kraftkalash. Okay? Now, why over here? Well, because this is where the biggest concentration that I can access, conveniently anyway, of bauxite is located. See the map? This is where we are. And if I hover over top of the bauxite resources, you can see that we've got a big red dot here and a big red dot over here. This is where the primary source of the bauxite is going to be. Alternatively, I could also make my way down near the water here and try to get it over here. I still have this pump jack just sitting over here, marking the area for oil as well. But I could also do that and then hook it up with the ships. And I can cart it around on ships as well. But the problem with that is that I need the resources kind of over here, and there's not really a way to ship it over there. Like, I could get it to Chernobyl and then train it. But if I'm going to do that, I might as well just have it. And, have it near the train tracks anyway. So for that reason, we're going to be utilizing the stuff over here at Kraftkalash, okay? Now, the cool thing about this is... Oh, and then one more thing in case anyone's wondering. Yes, there is a red dot near the city. This little open area here is where I was considering using this area for bauxite because it's in the middle of everything. But I've decided that it's just beautiful, right? Like, I like the way it looks. This is more aesthetically pleasing. This is where our tourists are. The bauxite mine does not create pollution. So there is that. I wouldn't have to have pollution if I put this in here. And then you can see the concentration, the resources is right here, right? There's a pretty good concentration of it here, and you could go and use this here and whatever, but it's not a good enough resource, and we're kind of crowding it right now. So we're going to do it over here. So let's see where it's located, right? Bauxite mine, all down here. It's a big resource for bauxite. We have 99% purity here, and like a lot of it, right? So what I want to do is I want to kind of figure out exactly how spaced out I need to be, but I want to have a whole lot of these mines, like maybe 6. So I'm thinking like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like maybe down in this area. I think it needs to be about down here. I need a lot of space for what I want to do. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I counted this out before, but I just want to make sure I'm doing it right now. So I want to have a little bit of space here to get power to be deviated off of this line, because there's a lot of power heading this way, but it's mostly being exported. So I can still take a lot of power off of this and use it for this purpose. So we already have power like basically in here. So let me get a real firm grip on exactly where I want these things to be placed and spaced out, and I'll be right back. And we're gonna do about 3 of them kind of like this, and then 3 of them are gonna come up here, and we'll go about just a little bit like this, and then a little bit like this, and then this is an 88 here like this. It might be better actually to, I think it will be, to come over here just a little bit more. How are we according to this? All right, we got room. So I'm thinking because of the purity, I might delete this one here. It's not as useful, but I mean, I didn't really want 7 anyway, but we could run with 7. So here's how the math breaks down here on this, right? This can generate 0.5 tons of raw bauxite per worker per day. So this equates to a full maxed worker shifts. If I max everything out, this is going to be roughly 22.5 bauxite. We're going to reliably calculate 20 as our output, just in case I don't have perfect attendance, let's say. So with that being said, 20, and I was going to use 6 of these, so we have 120. Because the bauxite processing plant can consume at most 125. So if I factor that in, there's really no reason to have more than 6 of these things, right? So this is like the weakest performer, so I'm going to dump this. And then we can use this as a parking area, I guess. So what I want to do is I want to get storages for all of these things. And we're going to use, of course, the aggregate storage for this, the large ones. And we're going to need 2. So we have 3 of them are going to be on this one, and 3 of them are going to be on this one, okay? And we're going to have to space these out so that we can get parking in here and people can work, and maybe a bus terminal, whatever. But I'm going to leave a little bit of space right here so that people can access all this stuff. So for that being said, these 3 are going to be on this storage. So we're going to go about like, let's say, I have to use an elevator on this anyway, so not really a big deal. And we'll go about like this, okay? Let's say right here. Okay, so we're gonna hold control, hit that. I'm gonna make these manually because the ones in the back, I need to use the elevators so that I can get the roads and stuff over top of them. I also need to have road connections for everything. So why don't we start that road connection part here too? We'll use the streets in case people will need to walk around, and we'll say maybe right behind this, like right like this. So right behind this, we'll have some streets, okay? About like that. Probably a little bit further back. And we'll just kind of curve that up about like that. And we'll say that we run this all the way up. Let's keep it kind of clean. So we'll straight this up, and hopefully we can have everything in this kind of clean area, okay? So we're gonna run things out about like that, okay, for now. So here's the 6. Let's get another aggregate storage, and right next to this one is fine. We're gonna wanna come over this way just a little bit, and I think probably that'll do. Okay. So let's get our conveyors. We were gonna need an engine to bring that side up. And then I can also have parking here too though, so that's, ooh, clever. I don't know about clever, but let's actually see about these roads too. So if I was to, really hoping it wouldn't have to be so curved, but it doesn't let you do right angles in this game. Unless I do that. Now, do we want to have a road? I think we need a road coming straight up too. So maybe this one can be that one. This one's going to have the elevator, right? So let's predict that that's going to have to come up and then over and around. So we're going to come this way with you, and then you are going to hook there. This one's going to wrap around. Yeah, I think so. So let's get the conveyors in. And I think it might, we're going to have to plan these, right? So we might have to move them after we plan them. But if I go like this with you, and then I take this one and go maybe just like straight this direction, it will give me the space that I need for the parking lots if I do it that way. Let's try it this way. We'll go about like... The problem is it's not lifting it up here. I want this road. I think I'm going to have to make the road first. I was hoping it would be higher, but I guess maybe I need 2 conveyors to do that. That's probably it. I bet I need 2 conveyors to do that. Which side does that road go? That way? Oh boy. All right, how about we... let's try it this way. If I went like this, and then I went like this, does this give me... I realize it's like... It seems like it's more conveyors than necessary, right? More engines than necessary, but to get the roads to navigate, you kind of have to have them up high. There we go. That will connect. We can go straight down and connect like this. I was kind of hoping to be... Yep. Like that. Okay. And then you can go there. We can do this with like gravel roads and stuff. No big deal. You can not wrap. You can go this way anyway. Okay. You're there. And then you are going to connect to this one. So we'll take the conveyors again. Right? So we have 1, 2. This connection needs to happen, but I need that road to go underneath it. So I just need the road. I guess we'll do like that for a second. Just to make sure it's under there. And then this conveyor, can you go there? Yeah, I need another engine transfer here. So engine transfer. Ooh, you're not going to let me do it, huh? No? I may not be able to get that one in there. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Maybe there's a different way to do this. These roads, man. They're picky. I'm pretty confident that if I just make the conveyor directly in, it won't have enough space. But by using one of these, I add another road too. Can I just... Wait. Let me try something else. If I angle you just right, can I get you to behave? Not that. I want you to hook up to the other one. Yep. And then, no. Not gonna let me, guys. What about just because I'm curious? Okay, I was like, can you just flat out go? But no. Maybe I need 2 engines. Because I want that road. I really want that road to cooperate. What if I try this? Can you connect from here? Yes. And then you can go there. Okay, that works. And then you can go there. Yep. Okay, that works. And then the road then, hopefully at that point can... Oh, no. Yes, there. Got it. Good. Moving on. All right. That means this one can go straight over. Yep. Straight over. Okay. Whew. I'm glad we got that figured out. Submit. Roads. Submit. Okay. Next, we need this road, right? It's going to probably wrap around. Before we do that, let's make sure we're getting this resource sorted out. So we're going to have you go... Need you up high near this road. So right about like so. This will work. Yep, right about there. Should take care of it. And then also, got that road going that way though. So same thing I did over here. Can I just angle this a little bit to Yeah, kind of like that. Can we just do that? And then have this road with streets, because I think people might be walking through here. We want this road to come up. I guess it'd be like about like this. Yeah, straight through here, probably something like that. Gravel can go through this way and connect. I thought it could. Yep. Connect, and then you can connect here. Yep. Okay, so that takes care of those two things, and then you can just hook direct. We don't need any walkways or roads or anything, and then you are also going to need to be moved over so that I can get potential parking and stuff in here. So I'm going to just move you over a little bit, kind of like this. That should do it, actually, right there next to that. And then you are going to connect like that, or not. That'll work. It's fine with me. Okay, so all of the mines are now connected to their storages, right? These two storages. These two storages are going to feed the bauxite processing plant, which has two inputs. So we're just going to need to get these two inputs to be there. I guess I'm going to have to use more conveyors for that, more engines for that. So first will be on this side. And woo. Okay, this will be acceptable, I think, right here. One. I just need to change the angle. So one, and then this one right here could be two. As long as the angle is changed. Move this road up through the middle. Keep going. Like there. Do you connect? You do. Good. Make it a gravel road. Great. Then you can go that way for all I care. So with these angles changed, can we get the bauxite processing plant, here we go, to accept both? Yes. But can you accept both and have the road? That's the question, isn't it? Well, if I put it on this side, then the road... well, you have to have the... Because the road connection, I'm looking at the road connection on the processing plant now, and it's like off to the side. It's not straight, so... All right, we're going to restructure how this is just a little bit. We're going to take... And I'm just going to carry you guys with me. This is a building video, right? It's all about design. So that's what this game is about. We can go off this side, actually. We have another output over here. So why don't we take you, change the angle, go like that. Have you be all the way across. Like this. That's gonna do it. Let's have you go straight like so. And then have the engine go across, hopefully. Yep, just like that. Beautiful. Almost. I just want it to be great, okay? Can you just be great? Well, that's not really what I wanted. That's the only plan, right? Yeah. Let's go like that. Yep. I don't know why it matters, but it just does, okay? It just does. There it goes. Okay. So now we've got this road, and then, of course, this one can just... I guess we can... Oh, come on. Yeah, let me turn it. Wow, you are really stubborn, aren't you? What is this? I guess this counts as part of the... Yeah, it's in the way. All right, well, we're going to have to go up, over, and like so. And then hope that the... Well, the output here is directly on the bottom, so I won't be able to use that. Let's wait until we have this actually in. Bauxite processing plant. We should have 2 belts coming in for inputs now, hopefully. Let's see if we can make this happen without like the automated connection, but we can go something like... Yeah, I want this to be right here. If I put you like that, will you connect here? Yes, and yes. With that done, can you go underneath it? It does not appear as though you can. You're not going to go underneath it. So I still have... I'm now going to have a conveyor that's not connected to the road network. I was trying to avoid that, right? In the case of fires and everything. So what I need to do is reposition these so that I can get that road in. So let me try to fiddle with this, and I'll be right back. All right, that was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. I just needed to go wider out. I mean, there's no reason to crunch the space. So now I can wrap, go underneath its own belt, and go out to that road. So easy. Okay, so this is going to go straight up and over to here. Now, the one thing I do need to figure out, though, because the outputs are on this side, right, is will you connect over this road? It does appear as though we can get some outputs on this. That's really good to see. Looks like 2 of them. 2 out of the 3 will do it. The other one is a little too close to the intersection, but you know what? That's okay. We only need 2 out there anyway. And I don't even think we need 2, really. We could probably just get away with 1. So that's bauxite processing. That's going to create bauxite from raw bauxite. And that's 75 tons of it. Next is the Illumina Plant. This is only going to consume 77 tons at most. So it's right around the same balance. As long as we're 100% here and we're 100% on everything else, we're going to be slightly overproducing the raw bauxite and slightly underproducing the regular bauxite, which is fine because I don't need all that much aluminum anyway. So, Alumina Plant here. Now, the Alumina Plant's going all the way over here, and this thing is a little bit tricky because it requires 3 resources to work: chemicals and coal, as well as the bauxite we're using. And then this is also going to output to storage that needs to be accessed by trains because this is outputting 33 tons of aluminum oxide. We're also, of course, going to be using coal. That's why this one is big. The whole plan the entire time was to have this one feed aluminum, okay? Most of my other heating plants, you'll see, if you look around or you go back in the videos or everything, all of my other big heating plants, they all have small aggregate storages, except this one, because this one is going to be used for over here. Also, this is one of the first stops for that coal train. It's going to stop over here first in Charlevance because there's people, but the second stop is right here, and it's going to dump as much coal as it can right here before it moves on to other places. That's because, again, we're going to be using it for aluminum. So the Illumina Plant's going way over here, and there's a lot happening here, but the one thing that's clear is that the coal needs to go in on the other side, right? Because I want the train to access, I want the train to be able to access the supply, right? So I might be able to get away with angling this. No, I think the coal is just going to have to go off the other side. Yeah, so I'll probably put this over here like this. Let's make sure that we're bauxite and everything is sorted out here. So this is going to output raw bauxite, and we need storage for that. So we're going to get a large aggregate storage on this side. And I could probably do that. If I do it on this side, though, no, it needs to be over here because this is where it's being accessed. Yeah. So we're going to put this, I think, right about here. This is a decent spot for it anyway. Right about here. Get the elevators back and hook it up just like so. Just like that. Okay. This road is then going to go across, connect here. And then you've got gravel there and gravel here. No big deal. Okay. Perfect. So this is going to house our bauxite, our processed bauxite. It needs to feed into this other building. So we're going to go alumina. And you see, we're going to feed it directly on that side. Now, we need to also get the coal in here, too. That's a problem. But I think that it's a problem we can work on. So if I was to angle this just a little bit, I'm all right with this. I don't need it to be perfect, all right? We can angle this way. Doesn't need to be symmetrical or anything. We can go about like this. Let's put it there, okay? Across the road, so we're gonna have this road continue, right? This road keeps going, right? And it probably should start to merge. Or it can go straight over. Well, it's a little bit off from where I wanted it, but it'll do. Yeah, it'll be fine. We definitely don't need the streets anymore, though, on this. So we can save a little bit of cash by just doing a regular road right here. All the way down, we can angle it just a little bit, and it's going to meet up with this road right over here. And then this connects here. Okay? The cool thing about these little transformers is that they actually have a road. You can drive right through them. So we're going to just connect that. And all that gets connected, right? This goes like so. Actually, before we connect that, let's make sure we have all the connections for coal and everything. So on this side, we're going to have an aggregate storage for coal. And I mean, I don't have the room, but if I do it this side, I have the room. Problem is getting it over here, but I think this will be acceptable. If I can bring this right here, that'd be cool. Because it's out of the way. It looks like it might be in the way to you, but it's actually out of the way. As long as it's not interfering with the road. So we're gonna, come on. Almost right here. Let's pause that, go there. I wasn't sure if I could get it to be on this side of the road or not, and I'm happy that I can. All right, so this conveyor goes like so. Let's find that again. I just wanted to make sure it was correct. Okay, coal will be here. Bauxite will be here. It's all fed into the Illumina plant. Okay, where is the Illumina plant? I want to see it. Okay, bauxite, coal, check. Chemicals. Chemicals are easy. Chemicals are going over here. Okay, we're just gonna line it up to be like over here in this area. No big deal. Okay, pop chemicals here and everything gets working. If we want to do something different, we totally can. We could maybe play around with these back here and have this connected and do a road depot and all sorts of things. We could do that. We're not going to right now, but we could do that. Okay, all right, so we'll just place the engine here, and then the other one will be across the road, and it'll be about here. Just have that connect like that. And then the roads need to go like so. Come on. Really? Really? That's strange. Why won't you connect? This is considered in the way? No way. Hold on. Doesn't make any sense. How does that not connect? Roads in this game are so weird. I feel like I have a definite hate relationship. Like, not even love-hate, just a flat hate relationship on how roads work. We're gonna go like this. Ignore those trains. I fixed that already. There's a little hiccup in my system. I fixed it. Let's go about like this instead. See if that helps. Does that help? Okay, yep, right here. Come on, tell me that it'll work now. Thank you. Thank you. And wait for it. Ah, no way, dude. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. It's perfect. Other infrastructure is in the way. So bizarre. It's the road again. It's got to be the road again. Go there. Come on. Help me out here, game. Thank you. Oh, now it's you. You suck. Who would have thought it would be so difficult to do that? It's like 8th tries a charm. Got it. Okay, cool. Awesome. Moving on. So we've got all these conveyor belts here now, and they are going to... This is where the coal is coming in, right? We're going to do it from all the way over here, okay? So the train comes in and drops off coal, but then what is it going to do, right? This factory's got to output the aluminum oxide so that the train can get in here. So we're going to have a train. This train's going to have to come around. I think it's going to have to be on this side, to be honest. So, because I want parking lots and stuff right here. So we're going to bring this train all the way around. Past this, over this way, okay? We also need room for the storage, which is the other reason why we're kind of coming wide here, okay? Now, we need bulk storage. This is the things we haven't really used much of yet. I mean, we did a little bit with concrete, but really we didn't do a whole lot with this. So what we want are, I think, 3 of these, right? And I'm going to have them face, well, there's an output right there, so I guess I'll have them face this way. Before we can do that, though, I need to make sure they cross the road. So let's get the conveyor engines. And, oh, not this. We want the dry bulk conveyor engines. Yes, all the way like this. All right, now can you please allow me to have parking lots and stuff? Like, that'd be great. You could just do that, please. Maybe not. Let's try here. And then across the road one more time. Come on. Let me do it. Oh, wait. I had it right there. That'll do. Okay. We only need one output because there's really not a... Like, there's no way we're going to fully saturate these, right? So we only need one output, and that goes into a large aggregate storage that's featured over here. And we can probably flip this around and go over here, I think. Nope. It needs to be... Wait a minute. Can this not... Oh, this can't store aluminum. How do I store the aluminum? Oh, in the dry bulk storage, you dumbass. That's the whole point. Okay, so we're doing this. We need one here. Okay, so one like this. One like this. And one over here, which is going to have a conveyor. Bring it. Actually, I'll just do it like this. That works, actually. One like this. Let's make sure these are all connected to the roads. 1, 2, there, curve it, and road. Okay, good. Now we need the final piece of this, for the railway anyway, is the bulk dry loading and unloading for the railway. That's going to be over here. Now, each side of this has 2 inputs and 2 outputs. It's a joint, like, load and unload thing. So that means since we have 3 tanks, we need one of these to cross the track and get down on the other side. So we're also going to do that too. So we're going to go about like here, and maybe we start on this side. That way the road connection can do its thing. I like that. We'll stay right here is where we want this. And then the conveyor engines are going to bring it from this side over top of the rail tracks, right? And then drop it in on this side here. Hopefully with that one. Yeah. Can I just do this? I guess not. Well, whatever. It's fine. We'll just let it do its thing. Okay. So we need the road to, I guess, connect here. And then we can go straight from here to here. And then the rail is going to go like this. Let's get rid of here. And get rid of this. Actually, let's just make this a straight line. It's fine. You are going to come all the way over like this. There we go. And you're going to follow that journey to there. Cool? Cool. So that's it. We're going to have all the supplies delivered over here, right? Alumina Plant makes the alumina, kicks it into these 3 storage tanks. And then what we're going to do is we'll have a big train. It's going to come in here. It's going to collect it. And it's going to take it over to its destination. Now, that's a really long train, and I don't want it going through the populated areas if it doesn't have to. So the final piece of this is we're going to make another rail line that goes all the way over there, okay? So this rail line, I think I'm going to actually bring it all the way over here and have it cross over here. And that way I can also set myself up for potentially using this area. I set myself up for, like, all the livestock or whatever. We can have trains pick this stuff up. And you know what I think is really cool? Or at least sounds really cool. I think it sounds cool to have a rail that goes between these. Because you can totally do that. In fact, I think we have room for 3. Possibly. Yeah. Like, maybe even 4. Almost 4. So there's a lot of room to do that. But that's something that we can do later, like next time and stuff. But anyway, this is the setup. This is the setup for everything we want to do for aluminum. We get the aluminum oxide, and then we're going to train it with a train all the way over, all the way over into this area where the aluminum plant will create the aluminum that we will use for the planes. And all of this stuff takes a long time to build. I'll probably accelerate it with money, but that's just the way we have it. These guys are almost done with the taxiways. Nice. Thanks for watching, everybody. I do appreciate you. If you like this video, mostly all design, so hopefully you do. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and all that. This bridge is done. We have the ability to have trolleys go between Kraftkalash, Fedoristan, and also deeply into Gradstali and stuff too. So we can have trolleys moving around too if we want to now. Take it easy. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.